Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just totally decided to film this video on the fly, spur of the moment, so I hope I grabbed all of my favorite products for this, but I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to call the title of this video, but basically this is going to be on all of my favorite drugstore eye products. So anything that you would put like on your eyelid or eyelashes. At first I thought about doing my favorite drugstore products, but honestly I have so many in each category, I decided to break it down. So I decided to start with Eyez first. And I apologize if this video is really long, but I seriously wanted to show you all everything that I love, you know, eye product wise from the drugstore. With Maybelline color tattoos, like I love every single one that I've ever bought. So there's not one in my collection that I dislike. I like all of them. My two favorite ones that I like to use a lot, I like to use the Bad to the Bronze color tattoo. It's just a beautiful bronzy taupe color, and it's a great color to just throw on for everyday wear. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites. And then one of my other favorite is the one that I'm wearing today, and it's in the color Bold Gold, which is just a shimmery gold color, and it is so beautiful. Like you could add a gold eyeshadow on top like I did today and make it really intense, or you could just throw this down and it's more just like a sheer wash of gold. The e.l.f. cream eyeshadow in the color Dawn, it's kind of similar to the Maybelline color tattoo in the color Bad to the Bronze. This one is a little lighter, I do believe, but it is very long wearing and it is creamy. It's a little more creamy than the Maybelline color tattoos, this e.l.f. cream eyeshadow, and I haven't had any issues with this one drying out so much. The e.l.f. one is up here on top and the Maybelline one is here on the bottom. Yeah. So as you can see, like the Maybelline one is a little darker, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's a little more metallic. The CoverGirl Bombshell ShineShadows. These things are amazing, and if you have not used them, you need to. But the two that I have used the most is the Copper Fling, which I did do a first impression on the Copper Fling one. I'll link it down below for you. And then I also like the Color Me Money, which is like the green color. And I did a tutorial with this one, so I'll link those videos down below. But these products are, sometimes I like these even better than the color tattoos, in the fact that these are really easy to blend out. Once those color tattoos set up, you can't blend them out, but the CoverGirl Bombshell Shine Shadows, they're just so easy to blend. You need just such the tiniest bit of them. This Copper Fling is such a beautiful copper, and it has a little bit of dimension to it because it does have that metallic color in it. It's like on the lid, it looks a little lighter, in the crease it looks a little darker. So it is a beautiful color. If there's one that I definitely recommend, it's this one, and next to this one I recommend this green one because it's just so pretty. It adds like a little pop of green, like a little pop of color, but it's not super like crazy out there green. It's more of just like a neutral, like olive golden green. Like it's so pretty. I don't even know if you can see how pretty it is on camera. One of my favorite, most loved eyeshadow pencils is this Milani Shadow Eyes 12-Hour Wear Eyeshadow, and it's in the color Champagne Toast. I actually did a first impression on this eyeshadow pencil and I fell in love with it. I still want to go back and buy like every single color that Milani makes in these, but I'm just trying out so many different things. Like I haven't went and picked any more of them up, but this is just such a great one that just looks really, it's not that it looks natural because it does have like a sheen to it, like a metallic look, but it is a natural color. Like it's more like a flesh tone or like a rose gold, like a light rose gold, and it just looks so pretty, and it lasts forever on your eyelids. Another brand that makes good eyeshadow pencils is Jordana, the 12-Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencil, and the one that I have is in Eternal White, and this is just a matte white. It's great for an eyeshadow base, like for really bright colors if you want to make them really vivid. It lasts a really long time on your eyelid. It doesn't crease at all. This is the only one that I own from the Jordana 12 Hour Made to Last eyeshadow pencils. I know they make several other colors. There's like a flesh tone one that I would like to get that is matte. Then the last, I guess, kind of like jumbo eyeshadow pencils that I love from the drugstore are the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. I do still like the Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk from NYX, even though it does crease, whereas the Eternal White doesn't crease. The reason why I like the NYX one sometimes better, the Jordana one, it sets up and it doesn't budge. Like, you can't really blend it out or anything. The NYX one is really easy to blend out and it's like super tacky. So once you do get your eyeshadows on top of this, it doesn't crease. But if you were to just wear it on its own, it will crease. Another NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil that I really love is this one in Rust. It's a gorgeous, like, rusty red. It's beautiful, so beautiful in the fall time with like a rusty, like coppery, smoky eye. I have a tutorial on this and I'll link it down below. The Maybelline EyeStudio Quads. If you've been watching me for a while, you know how much I love these. Every season, whenever they do come out with limited edition ones, I have to get them because I just love them. And my favorite ones that I do own are pretty much all limited edition. Honestly, like, I just love some of the colors that they've come out with from limited edition ones. So I do apologize about that, but these are good products. So even the ones that are in their permanent line are amazing, and I actually want to go and get some of the permanent ones just so I can do some tutorials for you all with those, since these are a little harder to find. But my favorite ones, I love the Cozy Cashmere, which came out a couple years ago. If I can find any of these on Amazon or whatever, I will link them down below for you all. Fall Temptation, which came out this past fall, so beautiful. Like, just to show you how pigmented these eyeshadows are. Like, they're just so beautiful. And a lot of the limited edition ones will have some matte colors in it as well. A lot of the permanent ones are just straight shimmer. That's why I like the limited edition ones, because there's usually some matte, some shimmer, and they're just so pretty. I just love the EyeStudio Quads. Like, so pretty. My hand is like swatch crazy. Then another eyeshadow brand that I love pretty much all their eyeshadow palettes is Wet n Wild. And three of my most used eyeshadow palettes from Wet n Wild. First is The Naked Truth, which has some shimmery eyeshadows and a couple of matte ones. So it has a good variety of different finishes of eyeshadows and different colors, so you can create a lot of looks from this. You could do something really natural, something really dramatic, so that's why I really like this one. Then, like, their eyeshadow quads from Wet n Wild. This is one of my favorite quads. It's the Silent Treatment. Now all the shadows in here, well, the middle one is got some sparkle in it, but it's pretty much matte once you get it on your lids. But these two do have shimmer, but they're so pretty. Great taupe eyeshadow and just a beautiful, like, light champagne-y pink. So yeah, this is one of my all-time favorite quads. Did I just call it a quad? Trio from Wet n Wild. And then one of my favorite palettes, like big 8-pan eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild, is Comfort Zone. You've got this side over here which has neutral colors, and this side over here, this side over here which has more green colors. The Maybelline eyeshadow quads, so many of the colors that they have are just beautiful. This is my favorite one though. It's in Natural Smokes and so pretty. If I have any videos related to any of these products, I will list them down in the description bar. Another eyeshadow palette. You can't get this at the drugstore, but it is drugstore pricing, is the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. I bought this like last fall but the colors in here are so beautiful, and it's like baked eyeshadows. So you can use them dry or wet. BH Cosmetic eyeshadows are just super affordable, and just to show you what some of the colors look like swatched on my fingers, like they are just so pigmented and just so beautiful. Like you could create so many different looks with this. The blue eyeshadow that I have on my lids today is actually from this palette, so such a beautiful palette. Highly recommend this one. One of my favorite palettes, like especially with colored eyeshadows. Then another eyeshadow, which is drugstore pricing. It's another one of those that you can't get at the drugstore, but you can get it online, is Makeup Geek eyeshadows. This has like a mixture of Makeup Geek and I think MAC. Yeah, Makeup Geek and MAC eyeshadows. But I just love Makeup Geek eyeshadows. They are so pigmented, so beautiful. Like this one here, I think it's called Moon Dust. Yeah. Moon Dust is just a beautiful silvery gray. This one here, which I think is Burlesque, it's just a beautiful cranberry color. And then you've got this one here, which is Cosmopolitan. Yeah. Which, that's right here. It's like a beautiful, like almost duochrome type of rose gold color, like orangey rose gold. So I just love so many colors from Makeup Geek. I would say that like my favorite ones from Makeup Geek, I like Prom Night, Unexpected, Moon Dust. I don't know, I just like so many. Those are some of my favorites. Prom Night and Unexpected are over here in this palette. Prom Night is right here, and Unexpected is right here. Unexpected is just like a beautiful matte taupe purple, and the Prom Night is a really good dupe for MAC's Satin Taupe. The Jane single eyeshadows, it's this very top row up here. I've depotted all those, but these are all matte colors, and I use these Jane eyeshadows so much. They are just so pigmented, and they're great quality eyeshadows. You can get Jane at Kohl's. That's where they sell Jane Cosmetics, or you can also get them at Ulta. They are some of my favorite matte eyeshadows. I love these two colors right here. This is Clay and Willow. Clay is this one. Clay is a good dupe for MAC's Soft Brown, and Willow is just a good medium, just brown that you can use in the crease. Okay, to mix it up, my favorite like eyelashes from the drugstore are the Ardell Glamour Wispies. And I've actually worn these, so that's why they look a little, like, I guess, messed up. But these are my favorite false lashes from the drugstore, and I think they're just so flattering, so beautiful. I like these better than the Demi Wispies. The Demi Wispies are okay, but I love the Glamour Wispies. So gorgeous and glamorous. I love the e.l.f. liquid liner in black. It is jet black. I love the applicator on this, and it's just like really fine brush tip. One of my favorite liquid liners from the drugstore, and it's $1, so you cannot beat that. I also like the e.l.f. like glitter liners, and this is in the color Copper. I use this a lot in different like holiday tutorials. It just looks so beautiful over top of like a solid black liner if you put this like right above. It's just so pretty and girly. I don't know, I just love it. I also like the Almay liquid liners. This color in particular, it's called Raisin Quartz, and it's a really pretty like raisin brown, or like almost like a purple, like a really dark purple color. It's really pretty, and it adds just enough definition to your eyes, but at the same time it adds something a little different. It looks beautiful on brown eyes, so I do recommend these Almay liquid liners. I have several of these, but this color in Raisin Quartz is my favorite. I love the Jane water resistant liquid liners. This one in Golden Black is my favorite by far. It is a brown, like a really dark brownish black, but when the light hits it, it has a golden like glitter in it, and it's just so pretty. So I do recommend that liquid liner. It's one of my all-time favorites. Then my last two liquid liner products from the drugstore that I really love are these Jordana Fabi liners. I have one in black and one in brown, and they're just felt tip liners. The black one, my black one is getting a little kind of dried out a little bit, but It's really jet black, and I love the felt tip, really easy to use, and they're both super affordable. The brown is pretty dark, like sometimes it almost looks black as well, so it's a very, very, very dark brown. Whenever I first got it, I used to think that it was black, like that they mixed up the packaging, but that's just the way that it is. It's just a very, very dark brown. My favorite pencil liners of all time, the NYX Slide On Glide On pencils. I cannot say enough good things about these. I love the colors of the ones that I have. I love the wear on these. I have jet black, which is just like a jet black color. I have that on my waterline today, actually. And then I have Brown Perfection. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Brown Perfection, which is a brown. Then these other three are just my favorite. This one is in the color Jewel. It goes really good with that Almay liquid liner in Raisin Quartz. It's like a raisin purple. And then I have Golden Bronze. This is probably my favorite one from the NYX Slide On Glide On pencils. It's just a beautiful bronzy copper color. And then the last one that is my favorite is the NYX Glitzy Gold, and it's such a beautiful gold liner. It looks really pretty on the waterline because when you just look straight on, it adds like a dark kind of definition, but when you go to look down, you can see the gold. So it's just a really, really pretty pencil liner, especially to use on your waterline. Another good like eyeliner pencil is the Rimmel Scandal Eyes. They're eye koals. This one in the color Nude. You probably won't be able to see it too well on my skin because it's about the same color as my skin. It's a good flesh tone eyeliner to use in the inner rim of your eye to just kind of give your eyes a really bright, awake look. The Maybelline EyeStudio gel eyeliners. They have a purple one. This one that I have here is like a navy or like a sapphire blue. It's in the color Sapphire. These are really good like gel products from the drugstore, and I do really like these. You can use them on your waterline. You can use it above. You can also use them as eyeshadow bases as well. So this is one of my favorite colors. It's just a beautiful blue. I want to go and get the purple one that they make in this, but good product. And I know that the black one that Maybelline makes is a good dupe for MAC's Black Track Fluid Line gel eyeliner. It's a dupe for that, the black one. Okay, then for eyebrows, I'm sure if you've been watching me for a while, my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit is the perfect eyebrow product from the drugstore. The color that I have is in light. It comes with like a little kit over here with some tweezers. You get a little eyebrow brush and a little sponge to apply eyeshadow. Me personally, the only thing that I use out of here is the sponge. I don't really use this eyebrow brush thing. I don't know, it may work really well, but I have my own like eyeshadow brush thing that my own eyebrow brush thing that I use that I just love. So that's why I don't use that one. But you can tell that I really love this because I've hit major pan on this middle color. Then to set my brows, the e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. The best setting brow stuff from the drugstore. It is $1. My three favorite eyeshadow primers from the drugstore. The Milani eyeshadow primer. I would have to say, like, out of the other two I'm going to mention, this is my favorite one. I did a first impression on it, and it just comes out as a flesh tone, like almost like silicone type of product, but it makes your eyeshadows last forever until you go to wash them off at the end of the day. So if you have a lot of issues with your eyeshadows creasing, I do recommend this. And then the other two, I have the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. This is a good one as well. I still prefer the Milani over this, but it is a good eyeshadow primer and it is super affordable. It is kind of flesh tone, but once you blend it in, it just blends into your skin. And then the last one, which next to the Milani one, this is definitely my favorite next to this one is the NYX HD, the NYX HD High Definition Eyeshadow Base. And it's kind of like a flesh tone color as well. This one is a little more wet, I guess you could say, whenever you go to put it down. And it gets like kind of tacky. So you have to wait a few minutes before you put your eyeshadows on top of this, or if you don't wait, it will cling to certain areas of the eyeshadow base if it's not evenly like dry, I guess, or not really dry, if it's not evenly tacky. If it's more wet in certain areas, your eyeshadows will cling to the wet areas and not cling as much to the tacky areas. So yeah, it is a really good eyeshadow primer though, because your eyeshadows, once they go down, they stay there, they don't budge. And this one makes your eyeshadows very vivid. This one pretty much keeps them true to color. This one makes them more vivid. So that's why I like both of these for different reasons. The L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This has been a long time favorite mascara of mine. It makes your lashes super, super black. It has a traditional mascara wand, just like normal bristle. It reminds me a little bit of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. It's not quite as good as the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, which Tarte is not a drugstore brand. It's more high-end. But this is a good, I guess, kind of dupe for it. It's not as good as that one, but it's still a really good drugstore mascara, and I do really, really like this one. It's very easy to remove at the end of the day. It doesn't flake, and it doesn't smudge. Then if you want your lashes to look really false-like, really full, the Maybelline The Falsies Flared Volume Express is a good mascara for that, and it's one of my favorites to create like a false lash look without false lashes. It has a curved brush. It also has this little area where the brush bends back and forth, and the brush is kind of curved. It's also just like a regular bristle brush. Then my last favorite drugstore eye product is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara, and I just threw it. But I'm sure you all have probably seen that mascara before. It just has like a rubberized brush, and it does a really good job of separating each of your lashes, giving them a little bit of curl and volume in your lashes. So I know this video was super, super long. If you stayed to the end, kudos to you. I hope that you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to like it. Leave me down in the comments. Let me know like what your favorite eye products are from the drugstore. Like, what are some of your favorite things, especially if it was something I didn't mention, because I would love to try out some new, like either eyeshadows or any new like eye products from the drugstore. So just leave them down below for me in the comments, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye bye.